Here's another video on 5YL Redesigns Part 36. We're talking about Ultimate Swampfire today, and yes, we're going over the Ultimates as well. But anyway, I like this redesign that they did for Ultimate Swampfire. He's a lot more bulkier than before, but he looks a lot more nice. Or, he looks nicer than before. Or at least in my opinion. I like that he still technically probably can shoot, like, fire or whatever the hell it is out of his hands and stuff. But based off of what I can see here, he doesn't have the orb. So, like, they probably took away his orbs, which is completely fine. On his arms, I mean. I'm also happy he doesn't look like a giant, like, pimple, essentially. So, like, this is nice. I like the tree bark, and he looks like a giant ancient tree, like Trent or whatever from Fantasy. So I'll give this like an 8 out of 10. Here's another video on 5OIL Redesigns, part 37. Today we're talking about Echo... Not you. Yeah, this one. I like... None of it, really. I don't really like any of it at all, really. Like, why did they make him a tripod? Like, I don't... Why? Why did they make him into a tripod? They didn't even, like, even if you want to say, like, oh, they turned his, like, legs into speakers. These motherfuckers do not look like speakers. At all. Also, where'd the man's eye go? Like, or eyes, specifically. Where'd they go? He's just a mouth and his head floats now. Why? Why? There's so much, and the color orange? Why? Why is it the color orange? I'm giving this shit a 1 out of 10. Alright, here's another video on me rating 5OL Redesigns, part 38. We're talking about Ultimate Humongousaur, and he looks great. I'm gonna be honest, I might like this more than the original, even though the original is actually really good. I like that they went more into, like, more of a bone aesthetic, like he's, like he has bone-like armor. He looks like something out of, like, Monster Hunter, if I'm gonna be honest. It looks nice. I really like it. They gave him like a little axe tail, which kind of looks really nice. It kind of looks like his chest look like you can see his rib cage, and like his tail is like way bigger. He just all around looks really nice. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Alright, here's another video on 5YL Redesigns, part 39. Today we're talking about Ultimate Big Chill, and I like that they made him more like one of those, I don't know exactly the type of moth it is, but like, the very fuzzy ones. I like that. I also like how you can see his children, like, in his wings, but I think that also has to pertain towards his, like, new power, because they changed his powers. All of the Ultimates, they changed their powers, to be completely different. He also looks like he has like a fur coat on, mainly due to, the resemblance to that one moth I was talking about. And, he's extremely lanky as well, which is, it fits him, or at least I think it fits him very well. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Alright, here's me rating 5YL Redesigns, part 40. Today we're talking about Ultimate Spider Monkey, and, yeah, he looks way better, or at least in my opinion, than the original. Even though the original, in my eyes, was still pretty good. I like how they did a perfect combination of both spider elements and monkey elements, and they made him a baboon. So that's kind of interesting. And I like how they made like the segments and stuff throughout his arms and everything to represent the spider parts. And of course, he still has like the split mouth, just like the original. And the placement of the Omnitrix or the Ultimatrix is great. But what is this black part that it's on? I don't really know what that is. Anyway, definitely an 8 out of 10. Alright, here's another video on talking about 5YL Redesigns, part 41. Today, we're talking about Ultimate Cannonball, and in terms of colors, he doesn't look too much different, but there are obvious differences between this one and the actual version. The obvious, difference with his looks is that he's not metal anymore. He's not metal, but he's more rock-like. And he's more, instead of like one whole little ball guy, he has this like tail going on, which I don't dislike. I kind of like it, and they have like spikes here and there. It looks like he has armor. Even though the Omnitrix placement is like a little weird, like I don't know where else you're gonna put it. I don't like it. I like the placement better here than what they did with the regular version. So I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. All right, we're back with 5YL Redesigns Part 43. We're ending the Ultimate Alien Ultimates off with Ultimate Way Big. With this one, they leaned more on the whole cosmic entity type part of him, because they're supposed to be, they're born in cosmic storms and stuff like that. So like the whole like mist and stuff, which I'm pretty sure actually has to do with his powers that they gave him as an ultimate and like a couple other things. But I like the design. I think it fits for his ultimate because it makes like a better version of him. That's the whole point of like ultimates. It's just better version of previous thing. That's pretty much it. I really like what like they did with the colors and everything. I'd have to say definitely an 8 out of 10. Alright, here's another video on 5YL Redesigns Part 42. Today we're talking about Ultimate Wild Mut, and definitely way better than what we actually got. I mean, like, at least with this, I'm pretty sure he at least has something new other than just like, oh, he's like a little bit stronger, I guess, and a little bit faster. With this, he's like got extra tails and everything like this, and like his claws are obviously different, and he looks like a nine-tailed fox dog thing. I like the design. I think the red fits. Him going from orange to red just makes sense. I like that they kept that even with the original. So I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. All right, here's another video on 5YL Redesigns Part 55. We're gonna go back to the Ultimates because I just want to deal with them first. Today we're talking about Ultimate Wrath, and I like their redesign of it. They got like the little like pants and stuff, and I love how he has like a little, almost like a beer belly or whatever. I think it's supposed to be referenced to like wrestlers. Like his whole design is supposed to be a reference to like a combination of wrestlers and I think Wolverine. So yeah, I like it. Like the mustache slash beard that he kind of got going on is pretty cool. His like claws look amazing, and this is all around just an amazing design. He even kind of looks like a cross between like a tiger and like a wrestler, I guess. I don't know. I definitely give this one an 8 out of 10. Here's another video of 5YL Redesigns Part 56. Today we're talking about Ultimate Gray Matter, and this is way better. This is definitely like do I have to explain why this is better? Like this is way better than MODOK. Like no, like this is I love it. He has like kind of like the third eye going on. Like he's like because of him being evolved now, he has been enlightened or whatever. He kind of has this sort of uh upgrade looking style going on with him, which makes sense kind of. I think he's also a technomancer, like this version of Ultimate, like Gray Matter, which is pretty accurate to, Gray Matter species. Him now mentally linking with his technology instead of just physically messing with it. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'll give this a 10 out of 10, definitely. It's been a while since I did one of these, so here's another video on 5YL Redesigns Part 57. We're finishing off the, ultimates that they have so far. And we got Ultimate Tiguana. And I love this redesign way more than, what we got in the series, which is basically looks like, Volcanion from Pokemon, but like I like Volcanion's design, but whatever. He looks like a giant iceberg, and it just fits so much. And he looks like a dinosaur, and I love it. I love it so much, and it fits as an ultimate with the way he looks and all that. I really like him. The big tail is a nice change as well. I really like this, so I'll give this a 9 out of 10.